As we get older, we move away from our parents and try to find our own identity.
What's hard about being a teenager? Just about everything.
Dealing with my bad teachers.
Puberty and stuff like that. Sometimes, like, your parents, they don't trust you and, like, they want to know what you're doing all the time.
The best thing about being a teenager is you definitely get to have fun with whatever you are.
I have responsibilities and I can be trusted, but I don't have too many responsibilities.
As young adults, we're ready to start a career and form serious relationships.
There's a lot less time to make some really important decisions, and I'm starting to freak out, but just a little bit.
Half living at home, living at school, being in between, not having any money.
One level, I want to meet my parents' expectations, but at another, I want to make my own goals and set my own goals.
I'd say the most rewarding thing in life right now is just realizing who I am and kind of where I fit in.
The 30s are often a time for having children and establishing a career.
The most rewarding thing about my life is having my 4 children.
I know who I am a lot better than I did in my 20s.
Once you have a baby, a lot of things about what's priorities for you definitely change.
The most difficult thing about this stage of my life is trying to get used to being a grown-up.
I feel a need or a necessity, if I'm going to have children, to start to do that.
In the 40s and 50s, people take on more responsibilities for their children and their own parents, and often have greater confidence in their own abilities.
The most rewarding thing in my life is to see my kids.
Not worrying about things quite as much.
Being able to look back on things and to be able to look forward.
The most difficult thing about this stage in my life is I have too much to do and too much to remember.
Keeping weight off.
Today, we live far longer than our grandparents did, and many people have opportunities to do things that they could never do before.
The most rewarding thing in my life right now is my maturity and my financial stability.
I can do what I want when I want.
Oh, the utter freedom. It's lovely.
The most difficult thing about this phase in my life is my social isolation because I'm divorced.
Facing my own mortality.
Adjusting to retirement.